All right. Here we go. 2 children just got stabbed by another kid.
Under her roof, Sherry Brown keeps a close watch.
Yeah.
Because her family is everything.
You see that, get him now.
She has 2 grandchildren. We met on a FaceTime call.
You see
Notice they're talking to the grandmother. They're not talking to the mama. They're not talking to the daddy. But go ahead.
the news camera?
Jalen is 8 years old.
Look at the camera.
And Bryson, you see there, is 10. We had to meet them through a video chat because of what happened last month. They're not ready to be home.
I never would have dreamed this here would happen to my grandchildren. I never would have dreamed it.
It was May 2nd. Brown went to get the kids' pizza when she got a call something terrible had happened.
And I had left everything flying back to the house.
She found police, and Jalen and Bryson with stab wounds.
My children up here hollering and screaming, and my children, I'm like, oh my God.
Brown says both boys had been playing in their southwest Memphis neighborhood when a 14-year-old chased them behind some houses. According to the police report, he caught up to the boys, grabbed Jalen, and stabbed him first with a sharp object.
He's 14. Willie, it's just children. They just babies. They don't know no better. That's what's up.
Bryson heard him scream. Then seconds later, he was attacked. Other children told officers they saw a knife. They heard screaming and saw bleeding. Bryson was found suffering from stab wounds to his chest, stomach, and arm. And Jalen had a stab wound to his lower abdomen with his internal organs exposed.
So his internal organs is hanging out. Y'all, we need 7 more. I'm going to pause for the calls. We need 7 more thumbs up. I have to be more careful. I got to go through this shit for 500 thumbs up. I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, hold on. Well, since I got to wait for the thumbs up, I might as well do it like this right here. Really quick. Shout out to Angela for the $2 super chat. Say Big Mama might have insurance on all them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You never know, because typically the grandmas had insurance out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Typically. Give yourselves a pat on the back, goddamn, because we jumped way up over 500. I appreciate y'all. I told you I need your support out here. Here we go.
It blew me out of my mind, because I'm like, I didn't even know what to even think, say. I couldn't even swallow.
Police
Shout out to Valencia for the $11 cash shot. Say for the entertainment from TW. I appreciate that right there.
took the teen into custody. Paramedics treated Bryson on the scene and rushed Jalen to the hospital.
Look at this shit. Would you be talking about, oh, they just kids, and that's your child sitting in the hospital? Tubes all in his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Brown says he spent about a week there.
In pain.
He broke down into tears, traumatized, in pain.
He was real sad. He was real sad. And I told him it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I said, Grandmama got it.
That is one thing. A lot of times we need to hear that as children come from the parents is, it's kind of like no matter what you go through, a lot of times it's your mama, because we like don't be having daddies and shit like that right there. So it be your mama, and no matter what you go through, if you got the call, listen, you could have just went through a domestic love relationship. Mama, she done left me. Man, mama, she done took my money. She done destroyed my car. And all we really be wanting to hear is, baby, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But no, mama. But, baby, sugar, baby. It's going to be okay, baby. It be something when the parent tell your ass it's going to be all right.
When no one was watching, Brown says she'd cry.
I have to hold for him. When I break down on my own.
That's right. Don't cry in front of the children. Don't cry in front of the children. I know a lot of y'all get all in your feeling when something going on and y'all super hollering and shit. All that dumb shit right there. When you do that as an adult, someone who is supposed to be able to handle situations because they have been on earth longer than the child, all that hollering and screaming and shit, you need to be as calm as you can be. when something just happened to your child or an incident is going on, you have to be calm because the child is depending on you. You as the big person, you as the tall person, you as the adult person, you as the protector. And when your child see you lose it while they is losing it, you have failed the child.
And nobody see me cry. Nobody see me do nothing. I just do it on my own.
That's right.
Police haven't released the motive. Brown has no idea what drove a child to do that.
I'm like,
Stab the stabber back. I like that.
what was this? What was he thinking?
A question so many ask as juvenile violence takes hold of Memphis, leaving far too many children injured, shot.
They got to start asking the questions. Did he get that thing that they told us that we need to live out here in us? We got to start asking that question on every one of these crime scenes and all that shit. All these events we need to ask. Well, did you get that done? We need to because it could be a correlation. Big word out here in the street with all of these killings and murders and assaults. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $2 super chat. Say, was the brothers bullying the 14-year-old? Oh. Ooh, y'all, we slipping. We missed that. That wasn't in our thought process. You right on time, Playboy. That's a great question. Now, if they was bullying them, they got what they deserve. I don't even fuck. Listen, y'all gonna leave people alone now. Yeah, listen, I know, kids play like that. Yep, and now we know when kids play like that, schools get shot up. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. They churn, they don't know no better. We do know when we're clowning another child. We do know when we're bullying another child. We do understand that. So if they had been bullying him, they got what they deserve. I don't give a fuck. Damn it, the truth is the truth out here. But Willie, they just cheer. Well, children got to learn to hell. We say that they is just children as if children don't die too. Shout out to Valencia for the $11 cash out for the entertainment. I appreciate that right there. I do what I can do right here in the goddamn street. You know what I'm saying? He said kids is devils. Kids are devils. They can't be out here. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen. They got guns and the internet. They got knives and shit. They got Xboxes and PlayStation.
And killed. Oftentimes, their peers are to blame. WREG investigators.
Lots of times their peers are to blame. Say, Willie, did you see the video in Mississippi? A Mississippi ex-cop killed his fiance that was pregnant, and the police officer, cause the police officer was short-handed, he got killed on his day. No, I gotta look that there up.
Found out in 2019. 495 juveniles were charged with serious crimes, a 32% increase from the previous year and a 49% increase since 2011. Then, just in 2020, MPD reports close to 300 juveniles were charged with rape, robbery, and aggravated assault.
You juveniles out here raping too? Go ahead.
Same in 2021, and so far this year, 133. What's even more unnerving, 16 juveniles were charged with homicide in 2021, the most since 2018. Memphis police have said time and time...
Hold on. 16 was charged with murder? I think you say murder. Hold on.
Even more unnerving, 16 juveniles were charged with homicide in 2021.
In 2021. That was last year. Gotta ask that question. Did they get that there? That I can't say out loud. Did they get that there that they told us that we need to survive? Did they get that down?
The most since 2018.
The most. Listen, it was 4 in 2020. In 2021, it's 16.
This police have said time and time again, juvenile violence is a serious problem.
Yes, it is.
And now that school is out and many children are at home, some unsupervised, Many fear it could get worse.
They unsupervised because us as good parents, we didn't set up a situation to where they can be supervised because we are good parents. We like to do shit ourselves. We don't like two parents in the household. No, we don't. We don't like that. So the children is raising themselves. Children is watching themselves. And it's the summer. They ain't got nothing else to do but bully and stab people. Damn it. They acting the ass out here in these streets. But we all know when the summer comes, when that heat comes, crime tends to go up in the summertime.
Every day it's like a challenge.
Brown says even when she kept a close watch on her family, violence still found them. It's given her a new outlook. She says the city needs to invest in more positive things for kids to do. And
don't y'all get tired of people saying what the city need to do for your children? The city needs to invest in more positive. Listen to what is being said. The city needs to invest in more positive things for your little bad ass children. Wait, what? Shouldn't it be the parent? I'm going to say parent need to invest in more positive things for their child to do. Shout out to that dude for the $2 super chat. Say showing love, Lee County, Florida, head back to work. Listen, I appreciate you for being around here, Playboy. Remember, tell somebody about us now. Tell somebody about us. Look at
bring those activities into the neighborhoods.
They need to bring some activities into the neighborhood. Why ain't nobody gonna say, well, the parents need to do this shit? What
Still
are
found
you talking about?
It's given her a new outlook. She says the city needs to invest in more positive things for kids to do and bring those activities into the neighborhoods.
Bring the activities into the neighborhoods where we decide to produce the children and live at. If the community has already sought up, well, I guess it's outside of these communities where they have like basketball places and gyms and all that, like swimming activities and shit that they had done show us that maybe we need to have children around those places where the activities is already there then. But we choose to produce children when we want to produce children, not when we are capable of you're actually capable of producing a child, but you're not capable of properly, whatever properly mean, raising a child. Well, hell, raising a child in a better situation than you have the child in right now. To where you need the community to do some shit for your children. If you need the community to do some shit for your children, that means you have produced a child in the community that you shouldn't have produced a child in, and you didn't have the proper, let's say, education, funds, and support system that you should have when you produce a child.
The closest park to their neighborhood is 2 miles away.
Oh, so now because there ain't no goddamn parks around here, the children can't do nothing else but kill. Is that what we saying? Or stab or beat up each other, or shoot up homes or rob some shit? Because the park is 2 miles away? Hold on. Watch this.
She says the city needs to invest in more positive things for kids to do and bring those activities into the neighborhoods. The closest park to their neighborhood is 2 miles away. The closest community center is more than 6 miles.
They need to have some place to go.
They can go with their mammy them. Or their daddy if they got one.
Something to do.
She says more people need to sign up to be a mentor.
So the people that she's talking about need to be mentors is what we're talking about out here in the goddamn street. She's talking about a man. She's talking about men. Because when we talk about mentorship, we don't even include women. Oh, so what that mean? The children need daddies, huh? Well, they don't need daddies in the household now, do they? They need father figures that their mama smashing. Back that up a smidge.
They need to have some place to go. Something to do.
She says more people need to sign up to be a mentor, and parents have to talk to their children and speak up if they need support.
Oh, so parents can finally talk to the children. The parents can do something. Talk to the children. That's what's up.
More parents coming out here and saying, hey, I need some help with my kids.
You know who they need to go to and say that they need some help with their kids? Their kids' daddies. And if their child don't have a daddy, let's say the daddy is incarcerated at the resort, or their daddy dead out here in the street, then you need to learn monkey management, because while they need help in the community with their little ugly churn, they still getting some meat. I promise you that, listen, there's always a lack of fathers, right? There's always a lack of mentors and fathers and shit like that right now. But there's no lack of meat peeing in these babies. Shout out to I Make 59 Look Good for the $5 super chat. Say, I'm not watching other people's kids. Stop having kids. I'm trying to tell you. Stop having these little motherfuckers. Again, you can't afford them. I know you can't folk and your neighbors and shit. It look like they can afford their little ugly ass children. Huh? Yep. Shout out to the government. Yep. It just look like that. You have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. I will continue to tell y'all that. Shit look good on the outside. It ain't good on the inside. You think that they stunned because they got an up-to-date bitch eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches behind closed doors. Don't get it twisted. I'm trying to help. You think people stunned because they dead ass clean and shit like that right now when they out and presenting themselves to you and got their representative popping out in the goddamn street. You go to a broad house, like, excuse my house though. That bitch tore up from the floor up, bitch. Listen, your bathroom floor wet, you got clothes down down between the toilet and the goddamn tub. Don't ask me how I know this. You got wet shit in the corners of the tub and shit. Your tub got mold around the bottom. Oh, nasty ass bitch. And we still gonna hunch. I don't even know where I was going with that. But go ahead.
I need some help with these children. I need some
Oh, yeah. But you need help with these goddamn children. Bitch, clean up. Stop going to the club every goddamn week. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to stunt for the outside community. Why don't you stunt for your children? In the house. Read a book. Do something. Because typically the children, they don't.
help with this. I need some help with that.
Brown says too many are complacent, hoping someone else will solve the problem. But violence has no boundaries.
How you feeling?
Good.
You feeling better?
Yes.
Thankfully, Jalen seemed to be in higher spirits when we talked to him. Sadly, though,
If that boy don't need a father figure, that boy need a father figure. That boy need a daddy.
Brown says too many are complacent, hoping someone else will solve the problem. But violence has no boundaries.
How you feeling?
Good.
You feeling better?
Yes.
Bless his
Thankfully,
heart.
Jalen seemed to be in higher spirits when we talked to him. Sadly, though, the house Brown worked so hard to build for her family
We all got to heal mentally.
doesn't feel safe just yet.
Not just him, it's the whole family got to heal.
Jessica Gertler, WREG, News Channel 3.
We ain't see no mama. We ain't see no daddy. Now she's not. Now she don't. They have somebody guardian them. They have, I guess, a parent. They living with a parent or something like that right there because they was visiting grandma's house. So they don't stay at grandma's house. So they visiting. That's why she had to hit them up on the phone, shit like that right there. You know what I'm saying? So they stay with somebody, but we ain't hear from the other people. Well, from whoever is the guardian. I think that's a problem. But let me ask y'all something. I guess we got to do the race thing. Is there any other race that say this stuff a lot? I mean a lot. We watch it over the years. The county or the community need to do something. We need to have community programs and shit. We need to have this, and people on the outside of your children need to come in and help with your goddamn children. Is there any other race of people that say that? Can somebody please answer me? Because listen, at some point we got to say, bitch, we got to do shit ourselves. What is we talking about? I've never heard, and I've been doing this a long goddamn time, I've never heard other races of people talking about what the community needs to do. I don't see it. I'm sorry. say, Willie, as blacks, we are pathetic. I'm in agreement. We cry and beg for shit too much. We cry and beg for shit too much. Oh, because our lighter hue brothers and sisters had a head start. So, ain't y'all sick of that excuse? Somebody holding us back. Really? Yeah. I see you stunning though. Got your nice little spot. Got your nice little Hemi and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got your up to date. You got on Louis and Gucci and shit. You know what I'm saying? You popping. They holding us back though. I would like to ask, from what?
Says she'd cry.
I have to hold for him. When I break down on my own. And nobody see me cry. Nobody see me do nothing. I just do it on my own.
Police haven't released the motive. Brown has no idea what drove a child to do that.
I'm like, what was this? What was he thinking?
A question.
Did you just say a shooting between family members at Grady? Got to be more careful. Let me write that down. Grady Hospital. Shooting. All right, hold on.
So many ask as juvenile violence takes hold of Memphis, leaving far too many children injured, shot, and killed. Oftentimes, their peers are to blame. WREG investigators found out in 2019 495 juveniles were charged with serious crimes, a 32% increase from the previous year, and a 49% increase since 2011.
So it was a 32% increase, a 32% increase for 2020. That thing saw down in the United States in 2019, but it really didn't start affecting us until 2020, round about May, February or March and shit. So they didn't have that thing that they told us that we need to take around that time. So like we can't put the increase on that, you know. But go ahead.
Then, just in 2020, MPD reports close to 300 juveniles were charged with rape, robbery, and aggravated assault.
Damn.
The same in 2021, and so far this year, 133. What's even more unnerving, 16 juveniles were charged with homicide in 2021, the most since 2018.
Memphis police have said time and time again, juvenile violence is a serious problem. And now that school is out, many children are at home, some unsupervised. Many fear it could get worse.
Say shootings will only get worse in Ohio. You can, you can open carry. Well, you can carry. You can conceal carry without a permit, effective today. Is the new law. You right about that right there.
Every day, it's like a challenge.
Brown says even when she kept a close watch on her family, violence still found them. It's given her.
But she said even when she kept a close watch on her family, so maybe that's something previously violence kind of found them and stuff like that right there, because she said that she was at the store when the stabbing happened. So she's not talking about this situation here in my mind.
A new outlook. She says the city needs to invest in more positive things for kids to do and bring
the city needs to invest. I've never heard another group say that. Never. Listen, but we can do everything else. Listen, we can do everything else we want to do except raise our children in a better situation. Except find shit for our children to do. Except give our children daddies. That's a us problem. It's nobody else's problem. That's a us problem.
Those activities into the neighborhoods. The closest park to their neighborhood is 2 miles away. The closest community center is more than 6 miles.
Ask yourself this right here. How many of y'all children go to the park? Even if the park is closed or far away, how many of y'all children actually go to the park? Really? In 2022, how many of your children go to the park? Typically, children don't even play outside no more. Typically. See, it's not like when we was coming up, we didn't have the shit to be inside with. Plus, we liked it to go outside. A lot of people didn't come up with central air, so we would love to be outside also. You know what I'm saying? Get that cool breeze. For the past, 10, 15 years, children like to be inside because they got the video games and stuff like that. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, what children is really going... I know there are children that go to the park, but it's not in a big number in my mind, you know, because children, they kind of like video games a lot, you know?
They need to have some place to go.
Yeah, at their damn house. And they shouldn't go nowhere without their parents anyway. I know. But Willie, when we was kids, we went to the park, stuff like that, without our parents. You're absolutely correct. So I guess I'll take that back. You shouldn't have to go with your parents. But in 2022, it might be a good idea for you to go with your parents.
Something to do.
She says more people need to sign up to be a mentor. And
Why? Why do people have to be a mentor when if you produce the child with a daddy and you got family, you don't need a mentor. How many of you good parents out here need a mentor for your child? And I don't mean a mentor in a way of like sports and shit like that because they in high school and stuff like that. I'm not talking about your coaches and stuff like that. I'm talking about the mentorship things and all this. How many of your kids need a mentor? See, because a lot of people that comes here, a lot of people that watch me, their children have mamas and daddies. Whether they're in the same household or not. They have mamas and daddies because y'all speak on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know that. Say my son's mentors was my father, brother, uncle, and cousin. Didn't need to go outside the family. Exactly. So I think they still have that big brother, big sister thing. Oh yeah. That's still popping because they getting funding too. Say, Willie, I do mentorship for the youth in Phoenix. I have to commend you and my condolences at the same time. You'll never know. You know what I'm saying? But do I think kids need mentors? I would say yeah, to do certain things. Because we need training when it comes down to being educated in school. So we would need training with a whole bunch of other things that we may want to do in the future, so we can use mentorships because all there is teachers and shit. You know what I'm saying? You is a teacher. You is a preacher. You know, you can teach somebody a skill that you know. You can fall as a mentor like that. You know, so mentorships is a good thing, but for us to keep crying. In my mind, crying, oh, we need mentorship. A lot more people need to sign up for mentorship. I think that's BS. You need to first start off saying, you motherfuckers having these babies need to stay together. You need to stay together. Or at least co-parent. Say, I teach them financial responsibility traits for the young adults and the young youth. That's a good mentorship program right there, because they do not get the teaching, they do not get the financial teaching in their own homes. They don't get that shit. But I just wish that when she said we need more mentors, that she should have just first started off, we need fathers. We need the fathers to be allowed to be fathers. What if they change it to where you can't get a Section 8 if you and your baby daddy ain't together? Or hell, or you can't get a Section 8 if you keep the child from the child's father. And any given time you decide to keep the child from the child's father, he can go on down there and have your Section 8 revoked. See, if we start changing shit, then people will act accordingly. Told y'all, relationships is like jobs. We have rules, regulation, responsibility. Violate the rules, regulation, and responsibility, you will be held accountable. And that's male and female. On the job. That's how we need to start running our relationships. Like a job. I'm trying to help. Moving right along.